Hey, what's up everybody? Today I just want to make a quick video about putting street tires on Lectric XP 3.0. So I have this bike here. I inherited this from my wife because she didn't want to ride it anymore. And it came naturally with the 3.0 by, the 20-inch rather, 3.0 knobby tires from the factory. And at about 1,500 miles, the back tire was pretty worn out. So I decided I need to get some new tires, but I do 99% of my riding on the street, and I felt like those knobby tires were too much drag, too heavy and such. So what I did was I went and bought these Schwalbe 20 by 2.4 tires. And I'm telling you, these things are amazing on the street. The rolling resistance is much lower than the knobby tires. So when you go to accelerate, they weigh quite a bit less than the knobby tires. When you go to accelerate, you're not accelerating all of that weight. And you can run a little bit higher pressure as well. So when these tires when you're accelerating, you don't use as much power. And when you're coasting, when you let off the gas or let off the pedaling, it just coasts on and on and on. With the knobby tires, felt like it was the brakes were on. This thing coasts very well on these 2.4 street tires. So I'm very happy with this. Now you're wondering, well, can I go off-road with this? I got run off the road twice today on my little 5-mile ride that I do around the neighborhood. And I went out in the grass and there was no trouble at all. So when I went to change these, I was a little apprehensive. I never changed tires on an e-bike before. Watched a couple videos. There's plenty of videos out there on that, and so I won't show you how I did it. But I just summarized, it was a piece of cake to change these tires. You could take these factory tires off without, just let the air out, without any tools, and just use your fingers and just take it apart. And put the new tire on. I got matching same brand tubes. So I put new tires and tubes and some slime in here. And I am running these at 40 PSI. The pressure range is 30 to 65. I didn't have any experience with it. So I said, well, they're brand new. They're a little bit slick. I'm gonna be a little conservative. So I ran them with 40 PSI. And I tell you, the coasting and the rolling resistance is significantly lower than the knobby tires. Fits on the rims very well. There's no problem there with that. I think the top speed was 28 miles an hour before with the bigger tires. The speedometer is still going to show 28, but I think it's about 5 or 6% lower. But you make up that speed with this rolling resistance. When you go to accelerate, it gets going a lot faster than it does with the knobby tires. Another thing I did, I had the back wheel off and the front wheel, I took the fenders off because I never ride in wet weather. So all that fender rattling and the weight of those fenders, I got rid of that. So I've dropped a few pounds here with the tire weight, the fender weight, and also I think the range is going to be significantly improved here. Because of my typical, I do a 5-mile ride around my neighborhood every day. Typically, I'm left with about 49.5 volts. Today I did the ride, I got more than 50 volts left in the tank. So there's a lot left in the battery than when I would ride with the other tires on the same route. So 2.4 inch, 20 by 2.4 rather, on this bike works very well. If you're a street rider, this is something you really got to do when you change your tires. All right, that's all. I am out.